You want to be great, you got to work at it, right?
1, 2, 3. Word.
Eyes up.
Go. Break it down.
Hit that quick. Let's go, Blue. Give me some juice.
Stay low, step to contact.
Set the angle. He can bring you down.
Catch, tight turn.
Make sure he's set. We're moving. Use that stiff arm when you need it.
Next level.
Stick it. Go! That's what I'm talking about. Good job. I like it.
Hey, Giants on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Boom, to the house.
Welcome to another edition of All Access Giants Training Camp, brought to you by Hospital for Special Surgery. I'm Bob Pop. We got a big show lined up for you. Jalin Hyatt visits with Shaun O'Hara. Tommy DeVito mic'd up for sound in the Giants' win against the Lions. And of course, as always, we're joined by the head coach of the New York Giants, Brian Daboll. And coach, obviously you got a win under your belt against the Lions, building toward the start of the regular season. How do you keep things spicy as training camp kind of moves along?
Yeah, the name of the game is consistency. So doing your job at a high level day in and day out. We've had some good padded practices here last week. We'll continue to do that throughout training camp. We're in training camp mode. There's a lot of things that we need to improve on. Coaching staff, players, communication, everybody involved. So we've had a productive camp. Look forward to continuing to do that.
Coach, the offensive line in that game against the Lions performed very well. You mixed and matched a lot of different pieces, but it feels like there's a lot more depth on this year's line. Is that the sense that you guys get?
Yeah, I think the young guys and some of the pieces we brought in, whether they were starting or our kind of backup, have played some, and we have a lot of confidence in those guys. Those guys have done a good job. Carm and James they've really taken to the coaching. So we'll obviously love to have the 5 guys out there. They're going to be out there opening day, but this time of year, you're always going to have people in and out of the lineup, whether it's because of injury or because you want to see some people that maybe aren't starters that have to establish another type of role, multiple spots, just in case something happens throughout the season.
In the game against the Lions, there were a lot of young linebackers, guys that don't have experience, that played fast. They played aggressively, maybe in some cases a little too aggressively, but were you pleased with their level of competition?
Yeah, they're doing a good job. We'll get some of these guys some reps against some of the ones we have last week, obviously against Houston, and to get a good evaluation to see where they're at against the best competition we can see them against.
Special teams always plays a big part of that, those last roster spots. As you study that, you have a new special teams coordinator as well. What's it been like trying to get his system acclimated to your team?
Yeah, he's done a great job since he's been here. He's very organized, detailed in all the specific techniques that we're looking to get out of that unit. I thought it was a good start in the Detroit game. We'll keep building on it. We've given people ample opportunity to go out there and compete for jobs. And, we have some core special teams players and then some players that are towards the middle to bottom part of their group that are fighting for jobs.
Obviously, you've had a couple injuries on the offensive line. You've gotten some guys back this week in practice. Talk about what that ramp-up period is before you actually are full going with some of the guys like John Michael Schmitz and Evan Neal.
Yeah, well, they started out with individuals last week, and towards the end of the week, we put them in team reps. So that was the next step, and it was good to get those guys out there, and I think they'll continue to get better, and the more they get better, the more reps they'll get and get them into some action.
Young secondary, a lot of guys vying for spots. You got some openings back there as far as competition is concerned. What do you want to see out of these guys when you play in a game specifically?
Yeah, do their job. The back end, you're the last line of defense. So do a good job of preventing the big play, communicating, making sure we're all on the same page. And then the technique, the man-to-man stuff, what they're supposed to do in zone. There's a lot of communication that goes in the back end. And, we're continuing to work on that with these young players.
Not that you didn't have a lot of energy during practices in the past 2 years, but now that you're calling the plays, it looks like you're just having a lot of fun during practice, and the team feeds off that.
Yeah, it's been, I've enjoyed it. I think there's good communication amongst the offensive staff, myself, and the quarterbacks, who then in turn relay it to the players. They're the ones that are out there, but there's also, competitive juice when you're doing that type of thing. So I've enjoyed it.
Coach, we appreciate a couple minutes. Good luck with the rest of training camp.
Thanks, Bob.
That's the head coach of the New York Giants, Brian Daboll. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, Madeline Burke and Brandon London join us. They'll take a look at top plays from practice, plus Jalin Hyatt and much more here on All Access Giants Training Camp, brought to you by Hospital for Special Surgery.
Let's go, Giants fans. Let's go.
Bring your friends, family, and neighbors out to run the Giants Foundation 5K and Kids Run presented by Quest on Saturday, September the 7th, and finish in the end zone line at MetLife Stadium.
Finish. Good run. Good run.
Visit Giants.com/5K for details and to register.
I mean, how would they stay up like one, though?
The dog has 4 legs.
How would they stay up? How would they stay up like one?
Two. But a dog has 4 legs.
But how would they stay up like that, though?
2 looks right.
None of these are right.
It's a hypothetical.
It's neither of them. Because, like, if he wears the 1, it's just going to fall down.
What?
Yeah,
It's number 2. It's number 2. It's the back.
If he walk, it's just going to be falling down like that. On 2, it ain't covering the front legs. So it's neither.
So what about when he stands on his hind legs? Then what?
Dogs don't walk like this.
I didn't say they walk. I said when he stands on his hind legs. That's what I said.
It's got to be 2. Number 2.
Definitely number 2.
Listen.
Dogs don't stand up though, but definitely number 2.
Are you telling me his his front legs are his arms?
I'm not saying that. All I said is when he stands on his hind legs, how's he gonna do that?
One eternity later.
I ain't even gonna lie. Why are we asking this? They actually have clothes for dogs.
Yeah.
They have pants.
And they don't have number 1?
They don't have number 1. They have 2. It's 2. They have 2. I mean, we from the same area, bro. You embarrassing me.
You
It's
like
2.
you like dogs. You love dogs, right?
So don't you think I know this?
Your dogs ain't pants, do they?
They got clothes. He got a jacket, and the jacket don't go in the back and go on the front.
Welcome back to All Access Giants Training Camp, brought to you by Hospital for Special Surgery. Madeline Burke, Brandon London. Brandon, I appreciate how passionate Brian Burns and Isaiah McKenzie got about that conversation.
And the crazy part about it, I can guarantee you that conversation spilled over into the locker room, into the cold tub. So when people ask, what do NFL players do to breed and build chemistry? They talk about dog pants. But are you 1 or 2?
I feel like I'm team 2.
I'm team 2.
Team 2?
Got to show that.
You know, because like Isaiah said, if it's 4, how do they stay up?
How?
Just, they'd just be falling. I don't know. These are the things we think about.
I got another question where people are asking how. They look at the big plays that are being made during training camp. How did Jalin Hyatt catch that? We've got the top plays from training camp for you guys.
Yeah, baby! Oh!
day, man. Coming out here getting active. Hey, it's almost time for that season. We close to it.
I feel like we need to create our own remix to the Sports Center sound effect. Because them boys out there making plays.
We've got a lot of top
plays.
A lot of plays happening on this field. And hey, we've got a lot more to come here on All Access Giants Training Camp, brought to you by Hospital for Special Surgery. Stay with us.
Da 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 da.
How many unread texts do you have?
462. Triple digits.
870. That's insane.
Oh, I got 0. I respond to everybody.
347. It's not bad.
583.
Group chats, you know how it goes.
It's like over 2,000.
481.
Yeah, I've heard people say like 1,000 and like, come on, man.
1,000.
Well, I got 26.
0.
571.
Well, if you need me, you can call me, you know?
I have none. I read all my texts.
732.
I got 292.
25. I respond to people when they hit me.
0. I don't like that little red bubble number, so I be reading them.
875.
Like 810.
Oh, actually not that bad. 463.
Maybe like 150, 200, not too many. I'm really bad. I don't have read receipts on, so I just click the message and click out of it and don't respond. So I think I need to turn that back on just so I'm a little more inclined to respond, you know?
1124. 1,124 unread messages.
What?
Yeah.
Welcome back to All Access Giants Training Camp, presented to you by Hospital for Special Surgery. Madeline, Jalin Hyatt is going into his second year in the NFL. He is a speed demon out there, but a lot of people want to see if he can run the route tree this year.
Absolutely. And you know what? He and Shaun O'Hara got in the field and got into some work. Check out this piece.
Hey, Giants fans. Shaun O'Hara here, one-on-one with Jalin Hyatt, the burner, the speedster. So, you ever get tired of people talking about how fast you are?
Sometimes, but it's fun at the same time.
I want to just kind of give Giants fans a little perspective as a receiver. Let's just start right out. You're in the huddle.
Okay.
All right? They call a play in the huddle, and you know you're going deep.
Yep.
Like, do you have to, like, not smile as you walk to the line? If you know, like, hey, I'm getting the ball, I'm about to go, like, you just got to put your poker face on? Or?
Yeah, you know, you don't want to give the defense any clues of what you're doing. But, you know, when I know it's coming to me and we're in the huddle, you know, I try to stay, you know, poised as much as I can, you know, see his alignment, see where he's lining up, you know, look at the DB, see what he's doing so I can run my route out there.
Okay, so you just mentioned looking at the DB. So as you break the huddle, you're walking to the line, you're looking at, obviously, the corner, right?
Yep.
What kind of coverage? Is he playing off? Is he playing press? But then what else are you looking at? Are you looking at the safety next?
Always looking at safeties. Right. Always. First thing I do is look at the feet on the corners. You know, usually if they flat-footed and they, you know, they're on their toes, usually they're going to press jam.
Side jamming.
You know, if they're back in their stance, you know, kind of sitting, but they're poised, you know, they're going to shadow. Okay. So that's the first thing I do. And then only that's the first time, let's say it's the first go I ran in the game. You know, I just don't mess around with him. I just go just to see where his speed at, just to see how he reacts off of just it's going. You know what I mean? Okay. So that's the first thing I do.
So go route, you always want to release outside, right?
Always want to release outside.
What do you do if I've got outside leverage and you're trying to release?
Still get him outside. Now, if he wants to go and go with my outside release, then that's the chance and I can work.
If I widen it, then you just all right, take the inside.
But that's when we got to worry about the safety. Right. So we got to get back to that red line that we always have right here in practice that we always rep and always do. So always looking at safety, but at the same time looking at the feet.
Okay. So now, instead of a go route, you're running a slant.
Okay.
Same position right here. Yep. How are you getting inside of me?
Yep. I'm still attack him on his outside shoulder. I'm going to get him moving. You know, if I did have a speed release and he got out, I'm going to give him one where I can keep him there so he feels like he had me, and then that's when I can use my shoulders, use my head, get back into that inside release.
All right, now I'm playing inside leverage, and you got to run a slant.
Yeah.
And I'm on my toes. You know I'm coming with the jam.
Yep.
How do you beat that?
Well, he's inside leverage. He doesn't want the slant to go.
Yeah.
So let's just move him where he's letting us go. And usually what I'll do is if he's inside leverage, I won't speed release so he can come out. I will actually work him inside, even though he's protected his inside. Keep him where he uses his arms, and that's when you got to get it off, slip back in, run the slant.
Okay.
It's a lot of ways you can run it.
You know, a lot of receivers only want to catch the ball out here. Mm-hmm. When is it okay to let the ball come into your chest and protect it with your body?
Yeah. So I actually had a play out here. Tay Banks was on me. He was playing sticks where he just stayed where he was at. So since he stayed there, I threatened him outside, still running. He was on me.
Okay.
Boom. I let him go, and I felt him coming. Right. You know, I felt him on me.
Slugging on you.
Yep. But seeing how DJ threw the ball, if I extend it, Tay has pretty good hands on getting it down. So I try to do late hands so he don't see it. So when it comes, I'll use late hands to grab it, body catch.
Right, then I can't
get back in so he can't get it. You know, if I keep my arms out coming back, that's an easy deflection for him.
Okay.
Easy.
You mentioned late hands, so tell everybody what that is, because that's really key, right? Because the defenders are waiting for you to put your hands up, and then because they, even if they don't see the ball, they see the hands come up. Now they know you're catching it.
I think the best example for late hands will be fades. You know, let's say you got a fade, boom, you do your release. He's on you, ball's in the air.
We're like this.
Yep.
My back is to the quarterback.
Back is to the quarterback, so what he's focused on is me. He's not looking at the quarterback. I'm the only one that has eyes on quarterback. So knowing that I have eyes on quarterback, I can't just keep running like this. You know, because I keep doing that, then he can just wait for it.
I'm hit
it.
Yeah.
But if I'm going and I know the ball's coming, I can stay here. He doesn't know because he's looking at me. He's not looking at quarterback. Right. So waiting, boom. Lay hands. Got it. That's the best.
Wait till the last second and throw him out there.
Last second. Yeah, best way to do it.
Now, as a corner, if he's coming back, do you know when he's not looking at?
Oh, you will know.
Or
you will know.
Because sometimes when they look back, they put their hand on you to feel you, right?
Yep.
When you know that I'm looking back like that.
Yep.
How does that change what you do?
So now, since he's looking back at the quarterback, usually what that does, it will slow you down to DB.
Okay.
But since he's looking back, automatically he goes to a jump ball if it's a fade.
Gotcha.
Because you can't go lay hands and he's looking at the quarterback. That's a pick.
Right.
So knowing that he's looking and you see that he's looking, automatically you got to attack the ball. You have to.
You got to go up and get it.
You have to go get it. Yes, sir.
All right. I like it.
Yes,
looking forward to you going up and getting it.
Yes,
looking
sir.
forward to seeing you in the end zone a little bit.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
All right. Jalin, thanks for the time, man.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
I mean, Brandon, as a wide receiver, what do you think of the strategies?
I mean, I love the way that he uses his speed at the line, his suddenness to get a defender to move and threaten his technique. Also, the late hands at the end. A speed receiver like that, if you're still running and then at the last second you go out and you grab that ball, that's touchdown, that's 6. Can't wait to see him get in the end zone this year.
Hopefully we see a lot of those 6
Absolutely.
this season. All right, we've got more to come here on All Access Giants Training Camp, brought to you by Hospital for Special Surgery. Stay with us.
Welcome back to All Access, the Giants training camp brought to you by Hospital for Special Surgery. Giants got their first preseason win against the Lions, and Tommy DeVito was mic'd up for sound.
Come a long way, buddy. Sir. Let's do it. Hey, let's go. Hey, 1, 2, 3. See us. We're giving you. Come on.
Come on. Leave Dion a message.
Tommy's one of my best friends, but I still haven't had a Tommy Cutler yet.
I brought cutlets in the whole season at the end of the season.
What are you talking about?
I didn't bring sandwiches. Gotta stop the
I
cap.
didn't get any. A couple of these.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I did it all last year. I gotta change it up.
No, hold up. You really mic'd up?
Yes, Shawty.
Oh.
When I ever lie to you, dummy?
Vito! Tell the mic'd up producer, they need to drop my mic'd up.
Vito! Go get snaps.
Up we go. Oh, yeah. Ready? What's that? Come on. Ready? What's that? Very good job. Boy, they won it. And you called that, though. You called it. I told you. Ready? What's that? Ready? What's that? Boom! Boom! Hey, to the face! Come on, boy! Come on, man. That's yeah. Great job. Hey! Tie up, boys. Tie up there, yo.
Hey, if Tommy DeVito's mic'd up dropper for mine, it's gonna be a problem.
Good job,
Here we go.
This coming down now. Ball security. Remind the guys throughout the drive. Okay? Keep them over your hands.
That's all it should be, right? Can I get another towel, please? Keep them paws dry, baby. You look kind of sick like this, bro. With the hat and the towel on, the red and blue towel, you look kind of fresh. You rolling? Come on, finish it out. Ready? What's that? Woo! Nah, bro, I with the beard, bro. We know why you don't have a beard.
Okay, all right, first of all.
Ready? Hey, if we get this first down, the game is over, okay? Let's get this. Ready? So I gotta put that in your back, bro. Hey, we're taking a knee. I'm one for you. Yeah. Ready? Appreciate it. Oh, appreciate it. Hey, again, fam. Yeah. Hey, stay healthy the whole way. Hold on, I'm mic'd up. Hold on, cut this off. Yeah.
That wraps it up for this week's show. Make sure you follow the Giants on Facebook.com/New York Giants, on X at Giants, and always at Giants.com. We'll see you again next weekend. For our entire crew, I'm Bob Papa. Thanks for joining us for this edition of All Access Giants Training Camp, brought to you by Hospital for Special Surgery. MetLife, the official insurance company of the New York Giants.